welcome to another episode of the No Name Podcast. I'm your host this week again, Ricky, along with the Mexican Eggman himself, not playing some Call of Duty Zombies.
Did you call him Mexican Eggman?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Arturo joined us back again for another episode. And of course, Manny's not going to be here with us again, doing some personal things. Wish him he will be back with us soon. And hopefully we just wish him nothing but the best and everything like that. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, as I mentioned, you are seeing Arturo with the controller in his hands right
I don't know
now
what you mean, guys. Like,
and all that
there,
stuff.
there's no controller in my
If you're
hands.
and then again, this is if you're watching on the YouTube video. If you're an audio listener right now, you probably want to check out the YouTube video, right? The YouTube version of this and everything, because yeah, Arturo right now is currently playing Vanguard Zombies right now, a mode he despises so much right now and
Oh,
everything like that
definitely. And I could tell you why.
and everything.
Literally, where is the rand-based modes like
we
in this
can
game?
literally
Like,
we can literally have an episode just based on Vanguard Zombies itself within everything. This with how he feels about that mode, and
I
it can be a
can't.
very long episode, but we can't and all stuff because we got a lot of things. Though it's though we do have stuff Call of Duty related and everything like that. Um, we have other things to talk about too and everything like that. We do like this. We have Grand Theft Auto 6 finally announced, maybe who knows, and all that
You
stuff.
know,
And then
can't
plus
wait. Only took him a decade.
I will give it's stuff I don't want to talk. It's stuff. It's we're gonna talk about something that I don't like talking about in public, but I'm gonna talk about it anyways. We're gonna talk about Star Wars and all that
So,
stuff.
like, stuff you don't like talking about in public. Is it like the thing I have like with public nudity?
Not like that. Just Star
Because
Wars. I just said it was Star
I,
Wars.
I I know, I know.
Just it was Star. But anyways, before we get into all that and everything like that, this is a No Name Podcast. We come to you every single Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time here on YouTube and audio services such as Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and many other audio services were available. And those for those who don't know, we are planning on trying to do more content now on our YouTube channel and everything like that. We're gonna figure out the details on what's gonna happen there. Hopefully, we got stuff soon coming out. And besides Arturo playing the zombies right now, how's it been, Arturo?
Pretty good, pretty good. So, quick question: like, do I take the second portal to
So
like this weird room?
you go to the white building, right? You're going to that white building, right? I
Yeah, sure.
think that's what it is, the white building. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
remember.
yeah. The big building. Yeah, yeah.
The one like right straight ahead when you finish that thing. Yeah. So you take that, you do the next challenge in there. And then once you finish that, it'll open up this other thing. You go upstairs, there's a door there and all that stuff. You'll find the survival, it's called, if I remember correctly.
Okay. And do I have to like take all my perks and everything before I go in there, or could I get like
Yes.
perks there? Really?
Yes, you want to do that. You
That's
want
annoying.
there is a there is a pack a punch in there when you go into the survival one. So you don't have
Yeah,
to worry about that.
but perks, I'm gonna need it.
Perks, you're gonna have to do it before you jump in.
That's annoying.
That is a little
Yeah,
annoying.
we could definitely talk about like how much I hate Vanguard zombies then later.
I think
Obviously,
I think the whole zombie community doesn't like zombies.
it's it took so long. Like, this is the first zombies game to be released without a pack a punch weapon and without a round based map. Like, what the crap were they thinking?
I think that was the point of it though.
Yeah, but it's terrible.
Because it's
I think
not
you know.
I think it's just more I just want to say this real quick about it because I think it's just more the fact that this isn't a regular standard Treyarch developed game Call of Duty game and everything. I mean, Zombies mode in Vanguard is developed by Treyarch, but I guess they want to do a different direction since this is not their game
Yeah,
that they're
like
doing.
I wouldn't have minded this like if they added this as like a game mode, like how we have like with Onslaught or like what is the other one we have?
I don't know.
Um,
I think Onslaught was the only one for Cold War.
okay. Are you sure? Because I thought we had like the other one.
There was the arcade one.
Yeah, that's fine. That's classic. But even with those releases, like they release with ground-based maps and wonder weapons, but it's okay. It's okay. Anyways, yeah, GTA 5 only took them like a whole
6.
decade.
I mean 6.
No, it's basically just a 5 reskin. Not
No,
just kidding.
no. Anyways, so what you were talking about, I think it was last week. Rockstar tweeted out because they're talking about their future with cause Grand Theft Auto 5, the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S versions are finally coming out on March 18th of this year. And then of course what they also mention is with every new project, our goal is to significantly move beyond previous delivery. Oh, my bad. This is a tweet they did. Apologies. Many of you have been asking about a new entry in the Call of Duty. Call of Duty. God dang it. Grand Theft Auto series. With every new project, our goal is always to significantly move beyond what we previously delivered. We're pleased to confirm that active development for the next entry in the series is underway. They continue on saying, we look forward to sharing more as soon as we are ready, so please stay tuned to the Rockstar Newswire for official details. On our behalf and the entire team, we thank you for your support and cannot wait to step into the future with you. So,
New objective void.
6 is happening. We're not expecting it this year because it wouldn't. Um, so there's that. That's happening. This is a thing. I'm excited, in all honesty, because I've been waiting for this for a very long time
I believe it.
and everything. I mean, played 5 story, beat it, got the collection with 3
Boy.
Vice City and San Andreas. Started on 3 in San Andreas. Haven't started on Vice City yet because I'm thinking about probably streaming that maybe because it's the first time I've actually played through it for that one.
Fun.
Stuff. But
You just stream all of them, just
well, I
like
already started on
chronological order. No, just
or I
kidding.
already started on 3 in San Andreas because I
Just
already
just
played those
reset.
stuff.
Just reset.
But Vice City I think is the one I'll probably stream. Um Online has been the mode that they've been continuously developing on has been a big hit, which is why it's always a top 10 best-selling game every month for the last I don't know 10 years now. I want to say now since the game originally came out on the 360 and PS3. It's been that
Good,
also, and
good.
then of course there's been a lot of other things and all stuff. It is out on PC also. There's been a lot of mods for that. There's also the role playing servers. That's a big deal here on if you're on Twitch, if you watch on Twitch and all that stuff. That's a big thing that's happening right there right now. And all that stuff. It's pretty cool. Check those out if you have a Twitch account and everything. And you want to look for stuff to watch. The GTA role playing streams are pretty amazing to see and pretty funny.
Yeah, they are.
For those and
They
everything.
are. Ah!
No, so but anyways, since we're on the topic of GTA stuff, what is
Fun
your?
fact, I've never played a GTA game.
I was just about to ask that question. I was just about to ask that question. I was like, have you ever played a GTA game?
No, I haven't.
Oh my gosh, really? That's interesting.
That is very interesting. Just because,
There's a lot of things. There's a lot of factors into. Yeah,
I wasn't of age when I could play.
I wasn't either, but I played them
Shh. You see, those people like you that worked at GameStop, I would say, "Are you sure you want your kid
before
to
GameStop.
have this game?" No, just kidding. No, I
Bef-
obviously I know, but like I'm just saying there were people like you that worked at GameStop,
Oh, I had to
keyword
stop
word.
the kids. I had to
Yeah,
stop the kids.
exactly.
I had to stop the kids.
No, just
And
kidding. No, but I mean the I have fun playing GTI from time to time. I enjoy getting my 5 stars and just like running over random citizens and be
so
like, "Ooh, I
you
hit a
oh
speed
so you
bump."
wait so you have played it, but you just not like the story stuff.
Not the story stuff and
So you just
everything.
you would just jump in and just roam around the whole place and all that
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah, that
I'd
was
jump in and roam around and then maybe like do some missions or not some mission like some side. Oh my gosh. Yeah, some side quests and everything. And it was pretty interesting. It was pretty interesting.
what do you remember which one it was that you were playing?
Ooh. Trying to think.
So
I'm not
you're
playing
looking
zombies right now.
because you're looking at 3
Which
Vice
one
City
was
San Andreas, 4.
which one was on Okay, I played Vice City for sure. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to think. Why can I not think right now? Probably because I'm playing zombies.
Yeah, definitely
um
why.
oh, I could escape. I don't want to escape though. But what's it called? I played all those and everything, right?
Mm.
and then I've also played just San Andreas. And which one was the one on the that you can play on Apple?
There was Chinatown Wars, and then they re-released like 3 and Vice City. I think all 3 of them, Vice City 3 and San Andreas
Or could you like
on
play
iPhone.
like back like in 2014?
On iPhone, it was yeah. I just don't know which one. I just don't know which one was it that came out on that year because, like I said, 3 Vice City and San Andreas, if I remember correctly, did get re-released on mobile devices.
Interesting, interesting. Mm,
You know, for that, and then of course it's like, of course, and then they re-released them now on newer consoles, current consoles for those ones, and of course there's 4, 5, the more recent one with GTA Online. Finally did a they finally did story content within GTA Online. I haven't finished it yet. Yes, that's the Dr. Dre.
mm, mm. Okay, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look right now.
As he's looking forward and all this. I so I know the ending of 3. I've beaten San Andreas, never beaten Vice City. I
I
finished
think it
4.
was.
I
Yep,
finished 5
that's the one. I would play 3 all the time
on
on the
the
iPad.
on the iPad. Yeah, that one I knew for sure was a big one.
People got a nice hand cam.
Yeah. For those
Mm,
who, for again, those watching the who are not watching the YouTube version, Arthur was typing with his fingers in it. Okay,
anyway,
stop. Okay,
okay. Oh yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Demonetization. No, just kidding.
Calm yourself now. Calm yourself now. Calm
There's
yourself now.
children that watch the show. Maybe.
That's
Um,
technically true. Technically
whoa.
true. That is technically true. But yeah, so with that, we have 6 is probably, I want to say, maybe 2-3 years away and everything, probably, most likely. Who knows? Um I think, would you play the next one, or would you be into going into 5 to see what how that looks and all that stuff?
Um, I'd be interested in playing to the next one and everything, just because I do know there's like YouTube like gameplay of it and everything, and I don't mind watching people like Wildcat or like okay, or like Ricky play. There you go. That's a streamer I know.
Good
No,
one. Good one. Good save. Good save. Stuff. I
exactly.
don't. I've been thinking about dipping back into just GTA in general,
Yeah.
and of course the re-release will come out. The re-release is coming out on for the newer consoles in March, I think, because I own them both on Xbox One and PS4. But I wonder if do I get a free update? I don't know. They haven't said anything about that. I know for sure it's like you can your transfer your files over to the new versions and everything. I know that for sure. That's confirmed and everything. But I don't know about if it's just a free upgrade for me since I already own them.
Yeah.
Is there a chance that I'll probably have to pay for them again? I would advise, but
10 out of 10. Yes.
and
No,
all that
just kidding.
stuff. But hey, it wouldn't matter. They're gonna get money out of it anyways. But then again, like GTA Online is gonna go technically free to play and all that stuff. So they're setting that separate. They're gonna bring that out separately now and all that stuff. It's gonna be exclusive to the to Sony consoles for the first 3 months after its release, and then of course it'll come out later for uh Xbox Series X and S, the Xbox consoles, and I preferably PC too. Oh, I actually own the PC version
Really?
because it was free on the Epic Game Store. When
Oh
it
yeah,
when
I
it
remember. I
when
remember.
it
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
when they released it, the day they released it on the Epic Game Store, it was for free. I was like, why not? And all that stuff. So I was like, why not? It's like I got a free copy of GTA 5 on PC. It works in me. It works out there.
Oh my gosh.
That was fun. Well, and I think, but also with that, it's like I think it's like what's gonna happen is like since the fact that GTA 5 has had so many good has been alive for so long is because of the online component with it, with the updates they bring out, the content it provides, the recent story missions they did for with the Dr. Dre story missions they did and all that stuff. So it's like it's going to be interesting of what 6 could be like if it's going
Yeah.
to contain the original story based stuff that we're all used to knowing of GTA, or is it going to be this whole, or is it going to add an online component of sorts to it? and all that stuff.
Yeah, because like I said, I don't know nothing about GTA. All I know is, yeah, you could run people over and get 5 stars, especially if you cross, like, if you're
Prostitutes.
in. Oh, and prostitutes. Yeah,
Can't forget about that.
Charter Way and Wilson Way. No, no,
Jesus.
nah. It's where I make my extra money. There's a reason why I have my pimp cane.
Sweet Jesus.
Just kidding. Ah! And this mustache.
Gosh. But I think the one thing is gonna, for me in particularly, the one thing I'm interested in being is the location and all that stuff
Mm,
for it. I mean, 4 did the redid of Liberty City. 5 is of course the remake of Los Santos and of the San Andreas area and everything. Does 6 go the Vice City route? Or if those who don't remember, back in San Andreas, there was actually 3 particular cities outside of Los Santos. There was Las Venturas, which was the Vegas component of it, variant of it, and then San Fierro, which is the San Francisco variant of it, all that stuff. And that was all in San Andreas. Las Venturas and San Fierro were not a part of Grand Theft Auto 5. So is there a possible chance that we can get one of those 2 cities instead of Vice City in the newest entry and make something and all that stuff to make it a little different?
eh,
Who knows and everything. And that's where I'm kind of thinking out of it. Like those are the next 3 options really, unless they do something totally entirely different. It's a brand new place entirely for it, and that'll be interesting to see for that. But other than that, it's like I'm excited. A lot of people are going to be excited and all that stuff. It's just more the fact of where this is going to go, where the direction of this game is going to be, where it's going to look at coming with, especially for the fact of how 5 turned out to be and everything, especially adding online. Hopefully, one day we'll see where that goes. I think one day we need to do an online session GTA. I think it's on Game Pass.
It, yeah, I think so too.
I think
We'll check
five's
right
on
now.
Game. I mean, I already have it on myself, but I think five's on Game Pass.
Mm-mm.
So then it's
Speaking
like,
of Game Pass, so not just kidding.
no, I was gonna say, I think
Sea of
that's something to say. Go
Thieves.
ahead.
Not just kidding.
We can do a session of that too.
We could do a session of Sea of Thieves.
So it's like,
Mm, I'm not gonna act like I could spell. Mm, mm,
ladies and
mm.
gentlemen, for you audio listeners right now, Arturo is going pretty much. Why don't you just go to the Game Pass app
I,
on the
I
console?
oh, I guess it's not on Game Pass.
Oh, it's not.
GTA
One,
Grand
five.
Theft Auto San Andreas is on Game Pass.
That's the remake, not the remaster for it. That one is on Game Pass for sure. I know that.
Let's see. Let's see.
But I could have sworn 5 was, unless they took it out, because I know one of those are gone.
Mm-hmm. Uh, I'm just gonna move this out the way.
Just checking so quick. Sorry, those listening right now. Uh,
GTA 5, GTA
yeah,
5.
yeah. It's just the San Andreas one. That 5's not on there.
Yeah, no.
Oh, that sucks.
Right?
It's honestly worth the $60
You mean 30? Not.
if it's on sale.
I mean, because the GTA 5 Premium Edition, that's or yeah, is $30. The regular one is just 30. I mean, regular one's just 30. Yeah,
For 5?
yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Includes complete Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Oh wow, tanks. No, I'm just kidding.
Anyway,
Anyways, This
Anyways,
podcast is brought to you by World of Tanks. Not just kidding.
moving.
Ah!
Uh-oh. Those who are watching video, who those that are listening on the audio version, Arturo did not just drop his camera right now.
No. Come on. Look at this Akatsuki shirt. Does it look like I'm capable of like dropping a camera?
Looks can be deceiving as he twirls his.
Dude, I'm like putting the mic in my mouth.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Anyways, moving on to our next thing. Oh yeah, it is 30. Okay, that's cool.
Oh shoot!
Oh my gosh. Anyways, speaking of Call of Duty, we are
Hey,
moving.
Nixon? Like
Huh?
President Nixon? No.
Moving on to our next
Anyways.
thing. And then speaking of coming back to Call of Duty to wrap, season 2 is officially upon us. With Vanguard and Warzone in the Vanguard section of this and everything. Steampunk hat that you're wearing right now.
Steampunk cat.
Nice. Loving it.
Oh shoot! I like sick like this.
I don't know if that's gonna work. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Everything. Anyways, season 2 of the Vanguard is officially is coming upon us on February 14th.
So, basically saying Call of Duty for people that don't want to touch grass.
So
We got something for you. Not just kidding.
So here's something we're gonna have to say. If you value your relationship, you have a test, but you love Call of Duty and Warzone and all that stuff. You have a very tough decision ahead of you and all that stuff. You have to make the right one. All right, make the right decision.
Yes. Make the right decision, guys.
Make the right decision. I mean, it is the day after. It is coming out the day after the Super Bowl, also, which is another component to this and everything like that. So, like things are happening. Either for me and Arturo, we are going to be playing this on that day. I will be streaming this on my YouTube channel and my Twitch channel and everything. No, that is not Arturo with his steampunk goggles on, holding the Gengar plushie.
Dude, I'm like getting into.
You are literally becoming a Pokemon
right now.
a Pokemon villain right now.
Same villain?
A villain in Pokemon anime series.
I'll be like, yes, let me adjust my goggles and then my glasses. Not just kidding. And then when I'm defeated, my goggles just go like this or something, you know? Not just kidding. Oh yeah, because I do have all ghost Pokemon. I got my Gengar.
Oh my gosh.
Right? And then I got my Mimikyu. Oh, give me a second. And then I got my little Litwick, dude. It's so sick.
All I gotta say is, if you're listening to the audio version of this, you should be watching the YouTube version right now for this, because this is just funny as heck right now. Oh my god. Anyways, back to Call of Duty. For those who don't know,
if I want to be a Legend of Zelda protagonist, I got you. Give me a second. I got an ocarina. Not just... I'm not gonna play it because it's gonna sound terrible on the podcast.
I don't think it's a good idea right now at the moment. Anyways,
well, for those of you that are interested to pay for our Patreon, not just kidding.
So just to give a heads up on everything, these updates will be available to download at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on February 10th for Vanguard.
You know, I'm digging this look.
And at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, most likely on February 14th for Warzone. So Vanguard players will be able to download the update early, but everything won't go live until on the 14th for Warzone 2 and everything. So exciting times are coming out. But let's get to the stuff on what's happening with everything's on. Starting with, of course, Warzone.
Oh my gosh. I can't see anything. Anyways,
to give a few tidbits first before we go into the Warzone stuff. Arturo and I have not played a game of Warzone for like what, a month and a half?
I say like 3 weeks.
Or 3 weeks, at least. and all
We
that
we
stuff.
played in the new
I,
year, right?
I
Yeah, we
exag
did. 'Cause
we
remember we played like
I'm
we played Fortnite the other day,
oh
and then I was like, all right.
I exaggerated that then. I'm exaggerating that then and everything. So give me a sec. I'm exaggerating that. That was my fault.
Yeah. Now I'd be looking like Dr. Eggman. I
Oh,
don't know.
sweet Jesus.
What, you see it now?
No, the window thing. I think we're good. All right. Starting with Warzone. New content is coming out. We have new map locations. Chemical
Cares.
Factory, Research Labs,
Who cares? Not
and
just kidding.
research. Honestly, I'm the one that cares and all that stuff and everything like that.
True.
I mean,
True.
here's
I
the
mean,
thing.
I've kind of lost my passion for like these games because I was just like, you know,
Well,
they
that's
kind
the
of lost
well,
their
that's the
wow factor.
well, that's the like.
Oh, that's what happens when I lose a battle. I lose a goggle. Oh shoot, where'd the
You're
lens go? I found a piece of my lens. I've lost everything. Yo,
podcast
look
is
at
in
that scientist.
shambles.
I am in shambles. Welcome to my life.
To give my tidbits on what I mean about map stuff and everything like that, how much I care about them.
What?
Because
How did my controller get it to the floor? At least it didn't break into pieces like Legos.
I care about map changes because they are significant to the game itself. That is that's
Still in the goggles. I'm looking for something.
Fortnite and Apex are perfect examples of those. Everything, especially with Fortnite
Yes.
this current season. You literally we get Tilted Towers come back and you get a brand new POI within a mountain. It's Grotto 2.0 and it's lit and all that stuff and everything for that stuff. That's awesome.
Tilted was
Apex,
cool.
Apex, and everything.
Storypoint made the game suck.
Okay, Store Point, good. I like the map. It's just
Cool map.
there's a lot
Don't get me wrong.
you have to move a lot in that map and everything. That's which is why we didn't play a lot last season.
Yeah, it is
But the
a
new
lot of campers, a lot of long range things, and I'm like, yo, I'm not trying to have this like be Warzone 2.0 over here.
yeah. So, but this new season, and
Crypto became completely useless. He's my main. What? Oh my gosh, my hair.
anyways,
Watson, the best player in Apex, was like not viable on this map because all wide open spaces and everything. It was very unfortunate.
again, what I was gonna say is this new season, Olympus is back. It's one of my favorite maps in the game. It has it has new changes coming in within it. It's now over a city itself, another city instead of high in the sky. There's these phase objects that are in the way and everything like that that might affect the map. We haven't played it yet and all that stuff. We will be after this podcast.
We will.
We're recording. I mean, the recording of this podcast and everything. And I'm excited to see what changes will bring to it and all that stuff. Those
Me
two,
too.
it keeps me going to play those things. And of course, it's on a 3 map rotation now. This season with that Kings Canyon, which I miss sometimes, and then Storm Points, which but okay, and all that stuff. And oh yeah, World's Edge is good times, good times. And but Warzone, God, the minimalistic changes you make that makes that game more dull and all that stuff. The point of a map,
What?
the point of
Oh,
map changes, especially with Apex and Fortnite, you're telling a story with those changes. What's happening and everything, what's going on. Literally, that does not happen in Warzone whatsoever. You had one incremental, technically two, and all that stuff per game. You had during the Modern Warfare was the stadium finally being able to access that, and that was towards the end of the Modern Warfare run. And then the last one was downtown and during the Black Ops seasons and all that stuff. And that was like your only two big things.
speaking of Black Ops, not just kidding.
Don't start a Black Ops 2 rant right now, okay, please.
Infinitely better than
And
Okay.
everything. But and that's literally it though. And everything. You're not making changes constantly with your games and all that stuff. with this, is particularly within Warzone and everything. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I like Warzone. I love it. I enjoy it. But you don't give me a reason to keep coming back to it and all that stuff. How else with Fortnite, which is technically people call it a dead game and all that stuff, is literally I go back to it and all that stuff because you're giving me a story. What is going on with your camera?
I don't know.
Well, it's something's wrong. Oh, there we go. You're back to normal and everything.
Mm.
But anyways, that's besides the point. Anyways, I don't chemical factory and research labs. I don't know what that's gonna bring. Hopefully something different. I don't know. I mean, Caldera looks like a nice map. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like you need to make change. You need to make significant changes to the all that stuff. Keep me going and all that stuff. Um, along with new map locations, Rebirth is getting a in season change come mid season. Don't know much about that, but it looks interesting and all that stuff. We need to play Rebirth more.
We do. Rebirth is actually fun.
Yes. And I think, and then this upcoming thing is gonna probably gonna interest us more. Iron Trials is coming to Rebirth Island,
Ooh,
and it is starting as duos
interesting.
and all that stuff. So that's coming. That's
Is my
coming.
camera being weird again?
Yes, it is.
Cool.
So that's coming in later in the season. So we're gonna be on the lookout for that when that officially becomes a thing and all that stuff. Because when we first played Iron Trials during Black Ops, it was fun. We had a good time with that and everything. And now that it's coming to Rebirth, that's gonna be more fun. I mean, more interesting and all that stuff. I'm gonna check the playlist for this week and see if Rebirth it has a duos playlist. They've been focusing on quads and trios. Nothing wrong with quads and trios, but it's just
Doesn't make it harder for us.
yeah. I mean, trios not as much, but quads definitely. Um, also, a new mode is called Caldera Clash. It's like a 50v50 kind of thing. I don't know much and all that stuff. We get a new vehicle, a bomber, which we just found out that apparently destroys loadout drops.
Right? I'm like, what the heck?
That sounds like a gameplay game changer in some ways. We don't know
Perfect. What
and all that stuff. We'll see where it goes. Wait, did you hear they reverted the loadout thing last week?
do you mean?
So you remember when when Caldera dropped, you can only the way to get your you couldn't get a loadout drop off the rip if you had the money.
Yeah.
They reverted that, so now you can
Good.
and
Good.
all that stuff. So that's a good thing. So that's gonna be interesting now with the bomber coming in too and all that stuff. So we'll see how that goes. There will be a search and deployed event coming this season too, which will include armored transport, portable decontamination stations, Nebula 5 ammo and kill streak, which I don't know much about and everything, and then an interesting thing called redeploy balloon and all that stuff. I think that's one of the interesting gameplay changes for Warzone. That's gonna be pretty interesting to see with redeploy coming in on in effect in that, similar to like the balloon in Apex, and then of course like back in Chapter 1 of Fortnite where they had actual redeploy, where you can just jump out and boom. That was fun time. Those were fun times and all that stuff. But yeah, that's coming to Warzone and for that for this coming season. I think me and Arturo probably won't jump back until Iron Trials kicks in.
Yeah, because Iron Trials was actually fun because
Yes.
more health and it was like the TTK was way better.
Yeah. And the fact that it's
Actually
in
gives you a chance to play.
and the fact that it's in Rebirth this time. Rebirth
Oh
is
yeah.
gonna be more interesting. Multiplayer. Arturo will probably care less about this than I will and all that stuff because we're getting 2 new maps, Gondola, Casablanca. We're getting an arms race mode coming later in the season. A new vehicle, which is called Gamma, which looks like a Jeep coming later on this season. That's probably gonna be more for the arm race mode. New content drop for Valentine's Day is gonna be everything. Lastly, coming on the launch of season 2, ranked play is officially coming to Vanguard multiplayer and everything. It is currently be starting as a beta. We'll probably, from what I've heard, we're gonna get more information on this later on of the week of when this podcast comes out. So we'll probably talk about that a little bit more later in our next episode. If not, I'll probably talk about it in on my own YouTube channel. That we say about it. Does rank play interest you in some bit, Arturo?
Yeah, I'm interested in rank play.
Okay, cool. Got that. So there may be a chance we might get some multiplayer in this. all that stuff. I don't and all that stuff. But when we give out more information, we'll find out more. Arturo's mostly mode of Vanguard of all of Vanguard zombies and everything. We are getting a new map called Terra Maledicta. I probably said that horribly wrong. It is related, based in Egypt, if I remember correctly, based off the article. We're getting a new enemy called Zabala the Deceiver. New arenas, which I'm guessing is the little modes places we go to and all that stuff, which is Corrupted Lands, the Eastern Desert, Hall of Truth, or is or those new ones. With that, we're getting a new objective called Sacrifice, a new ally called Verkana the Last, and an artifact called the Wand of the Wilds, and all that stuff. Along with that, we're also going to get our very first story quest coming into Vanguard Zombies, which is something we'll probably try to play if it's
Third season's too late. Nah, just kidding.
if depending on how it goes and all that stuff. And then Wonder weapons are finally coming to Vanguard Zombies. We are going to get the old favorite ray gun and a brand new one called the Decimator Shield. Don't know what that means, what's going to happen to it, but we'll see what happens and all that stuff. Thuro, you are our Call of Duty zombie resident out of the group of the podcast. What are your
Yeah, this
thoughts on the zombie content?
I feel like these are actually going to be decent changes. That's actually going to come to the game, probably help it play better and introduce more players to actually come back and play zombies. But at the same time, it did come 2 seasons too late. Like there's the preseason that came out, and then there's season one that they had the whole time to go through and everything. And even though like I did just play the round based mode, the fact that it is kind of like a portal room where you get to like stay in there for a certain amount of rounds, and you can maybe go out and get your perks and everything if you unlocked other areas. That's because they kind of don't like, because it kind of forces you to play those other game modes and doesn't allow you to just like stay in there.
Mhm.
And I do like the fact that you can't. I'm guessing you can be in different locations for the round-based map, so it's not always going to be the same each game. But same time, I'm just like, mm.
Throughout call it for Vanguard, for the Vanguard seasons in particular, do you expect a individual by its own round based map in Vanguard?
I would hope so. I do think that the developers were talking about like making a round-based map just for Vanguard zombies that have it be its own thing and maybe its own quest to it. I think that'll be fine because, like I said, at least with that information, we could do stuff. Also, I don't really like the fact that they didn't even really add any intel or anything into um
That is true.
Vanguard zombies, at least for when it first released. Like at least with
Cold
Cold War
War.
zombies when it first released, we at least had intel to gather and everything, all these little things, little tricks and hints for the Easter egg. This one, it's more of just like, oh, here's the map. It's bone. We'll flesh it out as soon as it comes out.
Okay. Okay. Um, we'll see what happens. Hopefully and all stuff and everything. We'll see what happens here and everything with that. Most likely we're gonna check out the new stuff, the new zombie stuff for sure, just to give it an idea. We'll probably hear Arturo probably have some complaints on some things, get to that stuff and everything. I'm just gonna be like, I'm just trying to have a good time and everything. Um, Last but not least, we of course there it is not a new Call of Duty season if we didn't have new operators and weapons. We have the KG M40, which I think looks like an LMG, and I could be wrong on that. And then we have the Whitley, which looks like it's an SMG. Could be wrong on that also because I don't know gun types as. Uh, oh, here we go. Oh yeah, four new weapons. Here we go. So the KGM40 is a assault rifle, which will be at launch. I'm guessing it's probably gonna be part of the battle pass. Um, the Whitley is an LMG, and that's at launch also. So I'm totally wrong on those.
Mm.
Willing to admit on that. Um, and then of course we'll have an ice axe for a melee for your melee weapon coming this. That's gonna be in season coming
Oh
soon.
my gosh, I hate melee in in zombies too, because like they've just
It's
made
like
it
what?
so weak.
It's like yeah, it's what 3 hits, 3 4 hits. correctly.
Yeah, and like granted, there's perks and everything for you to upgrade your melees, but still,
Not worth it.
they just like made it so weak.
Mhm. Also, weapons coming in later during the season is the Armaguerra 43, which is an SMG. It's a very high rate of fire SMG, effective for short to medium range engagements. And that looks like it's the only weapon that to happen. Uh, our new operators this season are going to be called are named Thomas, Anna, and Gustavo. From what I
So
remember,
Mexican, I like that.
they are part of what is called SFOT. S- yeah, for this. Anyways, guess it's why am I Special Operators Task Force Yeti for them. Is their name? Is the name?
Special
This
Operators Task Force heading.
Gustavo's the more interesting. He has like a mask. And of course, there's gonna be bundles coming out later this year. Also, and there's gonna be an Ultra Skin bundle pack leader one coming out. But we'll see how that goes. Um, along with other operators such as Thomas Bolt, who I brought up earlier. Anna Drake is going to be a launch character. Is in season also. All that stuff. So I am doing something for this season of Call of Duty, and then also for Apex. I am not buying the battle pass.
Hmm.
The plan is so what's going to happen is because out of the 3 battle passes, the battle royals we play, those 2 I don't finish. I never get to finish and all that stuff. So I play all 3 of those games kind of equal, some way, and everything. But the plan is what's going to happen is towards the end of the season, depending on how far I go in each one, maybe I'll buy it. Depending on content based off how far I get in and all that stuff. But I'm not going to buy them at launch. I'll probably will towards when we get to the end of the season, depending on what tier I'm at. If it's a good tier, I'll pay. I'll probably pay for it. Not
Good, good.
I just saved myself $20 though, probably. Um but yeah, that is pretty much it for Vanguard. Also, to give everyone a heads up, we already know technically next Call of Duty for 2022, it's most likely to be the technically sequel to Modern Warfare that came out in 2019. Since it
Oh
is
my
co-
gosh.
since it is since it is coming from the developers Infinity Ward, who are in everything. Those are the people who made Modern Warfare 2019, and of course introduced us to Warzone. There was a tweet they put out about that. I find it kind of interesting what they said, and I want to get your take on this. So what they said: a new generation of Call of Duty is coming soon. Stay frosty.
Frosty. Get it.
New generation, like what? I mean, like,
I mean, what do you, let's start just
new
take that.
generation, I mean, so here's the thing. So is this year's Call of Duty not exclusively, but is only going to be on the newer consoles, the PS5 and the Xbox Series model versions, and PC, of course.
I mean, obviously that's what I'm thinking because like they want stuff to run smoother and everything. So I mean, they did do the same thing with Black Ops 3. As much as like they had like all the other features available um
Yeah.
for the old generation Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3.
Mm.
What's it called? I think they're just probably gonna leave the campaign out. So multiplayer and zombies will most likely still be available if there is a zombies that comes out with this Modern Warfare. Most likely.
Probably, I think they're gonna skip it. I think because it's gonna be most like if they do zombies, it's gonna
I-
Treyarch is gonna do it. I don't think they're gonna have mod. Treyarch's gonna do it because those are really. But I think they'll probably just skip out so that way they have something to work on. Because also we
True.
have to look at the fact
Yeah,
of
we do have the Black Ops 2 remake that they're
that people
working
say,
on. Not
yeah, that people keep saying. But you also have to remember they're also in a pending transaction, possibly getting bought by Xbox. That's supposed to happen like June of next year and everything. And then of course there's now these rumors that are saying that they're now instead of bringing, they're now shifting from a yearly release to now more of a every 2 to 3 years release now for the game. So it could be for the fact that Modern Modern Warfare, the one that comes out this year from Infinity Ward, could be the final yearly one, and then they're gonna
Yeah.
but their content roadmap is next couple years. And maybe I don't know because they also announced that Activision is planning on making Call of Duty for the PlayStation platform for the next till like 2025, I think it was, and everything. So we'll see where it goes. Happens for that
Nuketown
stuff.
2025. It's coming, guys.
We're always gonna get a Nuketown game, no matter a Nuketown when Black
Oh,
Ops comes
see,
out.
but Black Ops 2, they had a multiplayer map, and it was Nuketown 2025.
Yeah,
Black
that's
Ops VR 2025.
well, that also depends on what the next Black Ops title is gonna do.
True. True.
Stay on the
'Cause
Cold War? Do you go to modern times? Are jetpacks coming back?
oh my god. 'Cause, like, that's what I liked about Black Ops 2. It was, like, futuristic, but it was still, like, modernized, you know? That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
So yeah, but yeah, Call of Duty new season.
Call of Duty,
We're
Apex,
gonna
Fortnite.
play. You're gonna play. You're not gonna play. Whatever it is, if you like it, you dislike it. It's happening. Valentine's Day. You have a choice to make. You have a choice to make on Valentine's Day.
Be like me
And
and,
Arthur
like, be
and
lonely and
me
I'm just kidding.
and me, we're playing. We're definitely playing it.
See see, here's the thing, guys. Here is the thing.
Oh my.
Like, hear me out. So, don't actually, no, don't listen to me. I give out bad advice. So, guys, obviously, love is something that, like, pumps endorphins through your brain and everything, and that's, like, what love food, like chocolate, oysters, whatever, all they're really doing is just, like, pumping endorphins in your brain because, like, 1, they taste good, and they make you feel good with the person around you. So, this Valentine's Day, get a group of friends, get a hop onto a new season and everything. You're gonna feel those same endorphins, and you know, just like me, most likely you share the same passion you do for your homies as much as I do. Cause Ricky knows caresses camera. Cause Ricky knows that I enjoy playing games with him as much as I hate the games I play sometimes. what
Hey,
what what,
eh,
what game did I absolutely hate?
I have no idea.
Fortnite. Not just kidding.
No, you stop. You okay? Fortnite. You literally stopped playing that game as soon as you got your Xbox.
True, because I was like, "Yo, I have options now."
You have options now. And you're like, I'm done. Like I mean, you still play and all that
I'll still
stuff.
play just not as religiously as I did with having a freaking
When you had your Switch,
Nintendo Switch. I think if I had, like, Apex on the Switch instead of Fortnite, oh my gosh, that would've been a fun
dude,
time.
literally, like, especially that
Come
was the
back, I
funny.
was like, "Yo, you were supposed to come out, but you didn't come."
You literally like it literally came out the month. I think the same month the new Xbox came out. So it was
Same
like
month.
there was no point because it was like you already had it on. You technically had it on Xbox now
Exactly.
and all that stuff. And I mean, it's like and everything. And it's like it's why it's like I have like I swear it's like if I mention Fortnite, I feel like you're gonna be like, fine. I'm like, "Good," and all that stuff. I mean, it's like there's that. I mean, like and all that stuff. Like that's like the one. Like I don't think there was ever a game that you like despised besides Fortnite try to play.
Like, I don't despise Fortnite, I just despise the people playing Fortnite. Because like, you gotta
I
hear
don't
me out,
blame
like,
you. I don't blame you.
Fort like, Fortnite's a good game,
It is.
and it has, like, good concept and good things. It's just,
I mean,
oh my gosh, their
hell,
matchmaking sometimes could just be so hell. At
yeah.
least, like, But I liked it back then, like when it was randomized matchmaking. You know, sometimes you get thrown to lobbies with noobs, sometimes you get thrown to lobbies with like absolutely pro sweaty players, and sometimes lobbies with like
The
you know
early
people
days
that
of
play like
chapter
you
1.
or a little under. It was like really cool. It was really nice, and you know, a lot of people to really get to know and play the game and all that stuff. And then now you're just like,
Skill-based
mm,
matchmaking.
SSMB or SSBM.
SBM. S SBMM and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like for me now, it's like I have a good time with it still.
Oh wait,
Everything.
why was I saying Super Smash Bros? Melee. That's what I was. That's what I was thinking about.
Got Genesis on the mind.
You're right.
Everything. I mean, it's like Fortnite's fine now. I mean, for me at least, and all that stuff. I still have a good time. I enjoy it. I like the new map. I like the new. I like Tilted's back. The new POI is literally Grotto 2.0 and everything, and that's been fun about it. I am still trying to think of that. Was there a game that you just like we tried to play? You literally despised it. I can't
I
think
don't
of it.
think so.
I don't think you did. I don't think you have.
'Cause I think I'll enjoy a game or like. Oh wait, Vanguard.
Well, then it's Call of Duty. That's a given no matter what. Honestly, though nowadays, especially the last 3 titles, including. I mean,
Okay, but here's the thing. I actually enjoyed Cold War though.
oh
Do you
yeah,
remember? I would
oh
like
yeah,
play that
yeah,
all
yeah,
the time. But then I got Vanguard, and I was like, I spent money for this. That's how I feel.
yeah. It's so fun. Like, I think it's so funny how the fact it's like how people would dog on Cold War, and it's like now
Like,
that Vanguard's out,
and,
it's
and then
like
and then Call of Duty was like, I'll do you one better.
here's Vanguard.
Oh no.
I mean, here's the thing about me with Vanguard. I think it could be a real it's I'm for the fact that it's a World War II game, which was for me when I found out I was like, "Oh no, I'm not gonna." It's not bad for me at least, and all that stuff as a World War
Yeah.
II game. For that, I know there's complaints, there's and all that stuff and everything like that. There's a ton of complaints about it, but at the same time, it is what it is. I do miss Cold War myself too, and all that stuff. Um, we'll probably one day just jump in there just to see how it is for the heck of it. Oh, the other zombie mode, Outbreak.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Because
yeah.
Outbreak,
Outbreak is cool. Like if they would
Outbreak,
release Outbreak,
Outbreak was awesome. I'm surprised we stopped playing that. In all honesty, thinking about that mode now.
I think it's because like I just like the round based stuff too. Like it
Oh,
also is round based, but like open world, and it also takes a little bit more time
yeah. Like
compared to just like hopping in and out.
if Vanguard Zombie was more like Outbreak, I think we would probably enjoy it more.
Oh yeah.
Because that I can, because how it's set up in Vanguard, I can literally see that now being more of an Outbreak map, and that would be kind of interesting too. That would be kind of cool and everything. They just kind of like broke it down to like, oh, you have to access this part to go do this and all. Now, how else with Vanguard with Outbreak is like you can literally go to the thing if you wanted to and all that stuff, but still do other things. So it's like cool. That was fun times, all that stuff. I kind of want to end it now, but I do need to
Yeah.
talk. I do want to. I don't know if I want to talk about what I was supposed to talk about.
What were you supposed to talk about exactly?
Star Wars.
Nobody knows about Star. No, just kidding.
Well, no, it's
Just
it's
do
like
just do a quick bit. Quick bit. I'll
I
time it a minute.
I love Star Wars. I love Star Wars where it's at right now. The finale for the Book of Boba Fett is literally later tonight after we record it when the day we're recording this. I've loved the Book of Boba Fett. I know people have their issues with it and all that stuff, especially the last 2 episodes on how that goes and everything. I'm not going to spoil anything on this episode about it. But for me in particular, is like I've been enjoying it every minute. I think it's more the fact because of Boba Fett himself, and just the fact that it's like it's a character that was in 2 movies, didn't say much, and died, and all that stuff. I'll spoil that part because it's in the original trilogy and all that stuff. If you haven't seen the real trilogy, something's wrong with you. Um,
I haven't seen the original trilogy.
oh, you haven't seen Star Wars at all, huh? I mean,
We could like just name a day when you're free.
I'm free, dude. I have COVID. I'm free whenever.
Okay, for me to come over.
Oh, that too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go. And then like we can like binge watch.
I'm literally
Probably not in one day,
going
but
in,
like,
dude. It is a total
wait, can we
of
watch it one day?
no.
Yeah,
It's
that's what I was saying. I was saying
it's
obviously not in one day.
it's 9 movie, literally like 9 movies, 2 spin-off movies, and everything, and then 2 series, that has multiple seasons and all that stuff. It's a lot of stuff, and of course, the Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett stuff now too. All stuff. It's a lot of stuff, but it's love. But I love everything. I love Star Wars. I enjoy it. I really enjoy it much and all that. I just people that talk crap about this, hated on it, and they're fans of this is literally not worth it. You to be talking this shit and all that stuff. It annoys me and everything. And then literally, it's like, can you just enjoy what we're watching right now and all that stuff? Like literally, the last 2 episodes literally opened up this universe more and more and all that stuff, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. But I got every time I find something related to this stuff, it's always like, why did they have to do this? They could have just made this a separate thing and all that stuff. I'm like, bruh, just let it be
Good.
and all that stuff. And it's like, it's not even like, here's the thing. Like, I don't even think of the Book of Boba Fett as the Book of Boba Fett. I just think of it as Star Wars and all that stuff. And
Yeah.
what it is and all that stuff. This like it's just that's what they called it. They're having this other stuff in with it. The last 2 episodes are focused on something else, but it totally is awesome at the same time and everything. And I'm gonna be honest, people are hate me for this. I had no care for Boba Fett originally and all that stuff. I knew he existed. He was in 2 movies with smaller scenes. He dies, and that's it. Everyone thinks of him as this badass and everything like that. And don't get me wrong, he's a bounty hunter. That's cool and all and everything like that. And everything. I mean, we see him as a kid during the Clone Wars and everything like that. He has his moments there and everything and all that stuff. But I'm gonna admit, I was excited when he came back from the dead and everything like that and all that stuff.
That's one thing I've seen. I've seen the Clone Wars.
You've seen the Clone Wars.
Not the entirety. I've seen like the first
It's a good show. It's an amazing
like I
show.
think it's like what 5 or 6 seasons of it.
I think so. I think so. It's all on Disney Plus and everything, including because they added another season for it on Disney Plus. Totally worth it.
Yeah.
Totally
Oh,
worth it.
see, I should finish it then, dude. I've seen 5 seasons of this. I only need 2 more.
The last season is amazing. Like especially if you have the grasp of the context of like, if like, because like there's other stuff like if you've watched the prequels, and then of course leading up to that final season of Clone Wars, and then of course watching the other show which is called Rebels. Like if you've watched that before going into that last season,
I do remember watching Star Wars Rebels.
that is an amazing show also. And all that stuff.
You see, how have I seen the shows but not the movies?
Well, the shows are amazing and all that stuff.
Oh yeah,
Like
I think
trust
it's probably because you know what? It's because I remember watching them on Disney XD.
that's why. That's why.
Disney
Well,
XD was the place, my
well,
guys.
Clone Wars was on Netflix at the time, and that's when I
True,
watched it.
true.
That's when I started watching it because that's when they made it a whole now. Oh, it's all part of one universe now and all that stuff and everything. So watched Clone Wars, loved it. I ended up watching Rebels towards its final season
Mhm.
and everything. So I watched everything, loved every bit of it. Everything is amazing. I love all the stuff. And then of course, like when everything Disney Plus came, they announced that they're doing one final season for Clone Wars, and I was like, oh, interesting, and all that stuff. And literally, it's like just amazing. So awesome, and all that stuff. And of course, now we have Mandalorian. For its 2 seasons, which is amazing. Of Book of Boba Fett, which I'm loving. Yes, it has its faults, but still, I'm loving it. And everything, and I'm just having a good time with Star Wars right now. Like I literally just got done watching the prequels this past couple days, and I'm about to start. And I'm currently rewatching Clone Wars, and I'm about to start on the original trilogy and everything. And then of course another unpopular opinion. that people are gonna bash on me probably about. I love The Last Jedi. Last Jedi was one of my favorite ones out of the sequels. The sequel trilogy and all that stuff and everything. People can hate me for it. I don't care and everything. But that's it. All right, I'm done. No more to talk about Star Wars. We're moving on. We will set a date to get you going through the movies at least and everything like that. Um, other than that, this has been the No Name Podcast. My name's Ricky, Arturo,
My name's Arturo.
and everything. Again, you can catch us every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Pacific time here on YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and many other audio services. And we're about to play some Apex.
I
And
swear I don't have the Apex trailer playing on my screen right now, and that's why my face is flashing. No,
and we will
no.
we will see you next week. Peace.